Joe Biden told today the story of the America that he believes in, the North Star he's driving to, and that is really, really important. Tomorrow, reality hits because it always becomes more complicated when the details come into conflict or come into contact with the narrative. And the challenge will be to continue the momentum of today. But the good news is he had a wonderful, wonderful day, and now he's just got 3 years and 364 more days to close out a triumphant administration.
Well, so Evan, I think one of the things that's so powerful about what they chose to do today is not pretend as though this is not a country suffering trauma and grief. They acknowledge the hurt, and yet it's our history. They acknowledge the pain, but they also embrace the promise, and they acknowledge the grief, but they also embrace the greatness of America.
Yeah.
And the two can exist at the same time, the pain and the promise.
We went in the span of one day from watching in the morning the isolation of a president at the end of a term, isolated from his own vice president, isolated in many ways from the country, low popularity, and we crossed the span of emotion, we crossed the span of American experience and background and the styles of our cultural life, and we ended up with this encompassing display at the end. You know, this is a gesture of inclusion. I was reminded also today something that Roosevelt said in 1933 in a moment of enormous challenge for this country. He said, "Only a foolish optimist can deny the dark realities of the moment," but he also did it
fire. And he talked about unity. I mean, you want to think from one inauguration to another, and the difference in tone and message.
You know, and the thing about it is, you wouldn't